And as we get into our Enterprise Watch segment, we turn our attention to a very, very interesting development where still sectors like SMEs, there are still sectors rather that SMEs have not tapped into, which could play a huge role in their growth and contribution to the economy. Now, this has been said by the president of the newly formed Business Federation of Eswatini, Thulisile Dlamini, during an interview with our business journalist Nelsiwe Ndlangamandla, where she detailed the plans they have to uplift the small and medium enterprises, which are considered to be the backbone of the country's economy. Let's enjoy this conversation.
To the show, Magedlala. I saw you last week meeting the Minister of Commerce, Industry and Trade, Honorable Manqoba Khumalo. You are a new federation. There are many organizations in the country that are working towards ensuring small and medium enterprises contribute to the country's economy. What is it that's different about you? What is it that you're going to do to help the small and medium enterprises?
We've seen a gap in that in SMEs, we've always said they lack finance, they lack this, they lack this. But then we said no, instead of concentrating on what they lack, first of all, let us look at what cakes are there in the economy, in the cake of the economy, what pieces are there. We are looking at the sectorial part of the economy, like we are saying, do we have enough SMEs in the construction, especially young people and women? Do we have enough SMEs in the agricultural sector, which is a very big sector and it's got its own dimensions? And do we have SMEs enough in the retail, in the manufacturing? And this time we're talking about artificial intelligence. What are our young people doing? Because as we speak in other countries, especially those developed countries, they are now using AI and they are shedding away with labor. Then we are saying to our young people, can't you take that as an opportunity to actually do business also? So we are concentrating on the sectors like, is this sector covered enough? Is this sector covered enough? If there is a new sector that we feel it's not covered at all, like I would say our minings, then we'll ask ourselves, how do we make sure that we exploit those sectors? Who are the people that we can use? We've got our children that graduated from universities, but they don't have jobs at the moment. So we're saying, what can we do to make sure that everybody partakes in the cake of the economy? So after looking at the sectors, then we will interrogate and say, in these sectors, are we fully participating? If we are not, as Swazis, how best can we do it? What are the inhibitors that makes us not to fully participate in this economy, in this sector of economy? Then we will come to the issues of financials, where they will tell you we don't have enough finances, we don't have this. We believe if you tell your story well, there are finances. I would give you an example of just after COVID. Government introduced a program that said post-COVID economic recovery, and I'm happy that I was part of that. So we were looking at what is there that can be actually exploited. What are the investments that are coming into the country? What is it that government has so that we make sure that people actually have a piece or a part in the economy. So we discovered that there were people that were willing to do business, but because of COVID, some of them, there was that drawback. Yeah, they couldn't proceed. But then the financial issue came into play also. And then government said, no, let's take one financial institution and let it help the SMEs. And we are happy that we were part of the negotiation team to make sure that the interest rate was very concessional so that everybody could be able to get money and do business. Which means when we sit down and talk with our stakeholders like government and other business organizations, we can come up with a solution. We can come up with something that actually will actually make finances accessible to each and everyone. But then there comes the issue of education. We did see that there was a lack of training on the financial part. You will get money, but if you have not been trained enough how to use that money, you find that that money would just disappear.
I am glad, President, that you are touching the issue of finances, because small and medium enterprises have always complained that they have a challenge of accessing loans. What do you think should be done to ensure that these young people, these SMEs, continue to be supported financially by the different financiers?
One of the things that we are looking at is to make sure that we train these people in terms of financial management, business management, and we also train them on issues of tax, because there is this hot issue of tax that every business person is screaming left, right, and center. But what we saw, because in our organization we are happy that we have a tax expert, so somebody who will just guide and direct, so that people, they will pay their tax willingly and get their profits just as though they would have gotten their profits without even cheating the taxman. So we felt the education part is very key, and these are our offerings, because we won't be charging the members. We will actually be developing them, training them to see if there's anything that you need assistance of, especially in the issues of tax. We will take you through step by step, so that we give them the knowledge.
As I'm listening to you, you are mentioning there are sectors that the small and medium enterprises need to take advantage of, but you've been in this space for quite some time. Can you be specific? Which are those sectors where SMEs can still leverage on?
What we have discovered is that in the SME space, everybody would go into retail. And there is a gap in the manufacturing. There is a gap in construction and mining, all those things. And we felt, even financial services. And then we felt, no, maybe we have to give them a bit of a training, because it's not about a retail when we talk business. Yeah, it's more to that, because as Swazis, we do have land as well. We can explore more even the conventional ways of doing agriculture, our farming. So all those things we have to take advantage of.
Youth unemployment, President, continues to remain a thorn to the country's economy. How are you as an organization going to ensure that our youth continues to participate in the country's economy?
In the agricultural sector, we really feel our youth can do more there. As I mentioned, that as Swazis, we do have enough land that we can actually utilize. The only thing that we have to maybe look into is how do we put the infrastructure. And I think our young people has to get into the agriculture sector and make sure that they don't intend to go to somebody to hire them. They have to actually develop the spirit of, we are employers now and we can do anything.
I wouldn't be doing justice, President, if I don't congratulate you for being appointed a member of the Citizens Economic Empowerment Council. What is it that we can expect from you as you join this council?
It's not an easy task, but I believe it's paving for us a way forward. The Citizens Economic Empowerment Bill was actually pushed by us, SMEs, for a couple of years. And to me, it's really a milestone, and I congratulate government that at this stage, there is a council now, and that we are part of that council. Well, there isn't much I would say I would do, because we are a team. But I think what we have, the interest we have at heart, is that the economy must grow. And for the economy to grow is because the citizens will be partaking in the economy.
It's been a pleasure, President. We are hoping that your contribution to the small and medium enterprises sector will see the country's economy gaining sustainable momentum.
Yeah, very interesting and candid conversation there between Tulisile and our business journalist Nelsiwe and Dlamanda. That is not all for our program today. Let's go for an ad break. We connect with Sanele B, our economist, to decode today's market indices.